Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, March 26th, 2026, and let's dive into our latest video here. Taking a look firstly at our regional map, and as you can see, we are still seeing some lingering showers here. Let's start west to east, out here towards the Spearfish and Belle Fourche area, and then out towards Faith. There is some rain and snow mix here out in these areas this afternoon. That activity is moving in a southeasterly direction. Now, as we move farther to the east, there is some snowflakes out here towards the Watertown area and over into Minnesota towards Madison and Montevideo. And then out towards the St. Cloud area, there is also some light showers as well. And then you go east of our region, and there's actually not only showers, but there's even thunderstorm and severe weather potential out here towards eastern Iowa into Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. So just east of our coverage area, they're dealing with severe weather out there. So wanted to mention that. Now, temperature-wise, we are cooler today. We are much cooler than where we were the last few days. We're at 43 degrees in Sioux Falls. That's 7 degrees below our average high. Our average high for this time of the year is 50 for our region. Now, Aberdeen is 30 degrees. You notice up here, up farther to the north, it is significantly cooler. We're at 27 in Watertown, 28 in Pierre, and 30 in Mulbridge. You know, we have upper 20s for daytime highs. That's pretty crazy for where we've been. Now 37 in Rapid City. So there's kind of a fine line here. You know, we're kind of stuck in the middle between the very cold air up to the north, temperatures in the 20s, and then there's temperatures down here into the 70s and 80s across Kansas to Illinois. Into Nebraska, we do have kind of a split here. We're at 45 in Valentine, so northern Nebraska is cooler, 48 in O'Neill, and then you got warmer weather farther to the south, 64 in Grand Island, 68 in Lincoln, 64 in Omaha. Into Iowa, it is 64 in Des Moines, 55 in Fort Dodge, is 52 in Mason City, 45 in Spencer, and 57 in Davenport. Into Minnesota, we're at 41 in Minneapolis, 36 in Wilmer, 34 in Worthington, 45 in Rochester. So we have kind of a split here of temperatures. We have a temperature contrast, and as a result, that's going to lead to that severe weather southeast of our region. Now, another element to this weather forecast is this map. Have a look at your screen. This is the fire weather alerts, and we have two different alerts. We have one down here in southern Nebraska into southern Iowa, Lincoln, Grand Island over to Omaha, and then into Des Moines and southwestern Iowa. That is where we have the red flag warning that is out in effect. This is for today through Saturday evening. And so that is what we're looking at. Friday and Saturday is what we're looking at for that. Now, there is fire weather watches in these tan-shaded areas across Nebraska into southern and southeastern South Dakota, and then into Iowa and Minnesota, a large area of our coverage area. Now, fire weather watch, this is for Saturday. This is for your day on Saturday with strong winds up to 45 miles per hour. Low humidity and dry ground is going to lead to fire weather concerns. Now, these could be upgraded to red flag warnings as we go into tomorrow, but it says here any fire that develops will catch and spread quickly. Outdoor burning is not recommended, and critical fire weather conditions are forecasted to occur in these areas. Listen for later forecasts for possible red flag warnings. Now, it goes all the way down into Texas. I mean, it goes very far across. I mean, it basically covers the entire central United States. So it's not just us, not just our region that's dealing with this. And unfortunately, Nebraska has had a rough go of it. They've had a lot of bad fire danger. They've had a lot of fires down in Nebraska. They've had over 1 million acres of land on fire just in March alone. So unfortunately, they're dealing with more fire danger unfortunately, in Nebraska. All right, we're going to get back to our weather video in just a moment. But first, sponsorship opportunities out there. We are looking for sponsors. So if you are interested in partnering with T-Storm Chasers and becoming a sponsor with us, feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook page or any of our social platforms, as well as our email or phone number. And we're also launching our new weather call system that is available now. Highly recommend. Sign up. It's $15 for a whole year, and you get life-saving phone calls from us here at T-Storm Chasers. It is a GPS-based system, so any warnings that are issued in your area during severe weather events such as tornadoes, severe weather, and flood events, any warnings that are issued for your immediate area, you will receive a phone call within seconds from us at T-Storm Chasers, giving you guys life-saving information. If you're interested, sign up today. Go to the website at tscalert.org. Now let's get back to the video. All right, so let's dive into our forecast outlook here. Looking ahead, as we head into tomorrow, we are going to dry things out. So any activity that we have going on is going to dissipate as we go throughout this evening. And then for tomorrow, we're looking at a dry weather forecast overall. And high pressure over us, and high pressure is a good thing. That means we're going to stay dry. Now, as we head into the weekend, we are looking at a dry forecast as well. So we're looking at more of the same, and we're going to warm things back up too. We'll get to those temperatures in just a couple minutes. But this weekend, we are looking overall very dry. We're not seeing anything in our forecast. Then on Monday, we're not seeing anything either. It looks like another dry day in store for your Monday to kick off your work week. Then as we head into Monday evening, there could be some showers around Monday night across western South Dakota, maybe out towards western Minnesota. As you can see there, the areas in green, that's where the rain is going to be. And then as we play the map out on Tuesday, looks like we could see some rain across Iowa, but that would be the only exception. Otherwise, everyone else dry on Tuesday, which takes us through the end of March. Now, once we get towards Wednesday, as of right now, it doesn't look like we're going to see anything until we get towards Friday. And I think Friday, the 3rd of April, is going to be our next legitimate shot for precip. At least that's how things look as of now. Now, yesterday, the maps looked a little bit different. They were showing a system coming through April Fool's Day, and that has changed since yesterday. And now it looks like the 3rd of April, which is the following Friday, we're looking at our next shot here at a system, maybe a bigger system, could pack more of a punch. That would be in the cards there. And we'll see what happens. But, it's still a ways out. But if this does play out, we could get some beneficial moisture out of this. And hopefully we get that. We need some beneficial moisture. We're getting pretty dry out there, especially across Nebraska and southeastern South Dakota and southern South Dakota. So we definitely need some moisture. Hopefully we can get it to start your month of April. And again, as the old adage says, April showers bring May flowers. So now as we look at the temperature outlook, starting tomorrow, we are going to be cooling things down once again for tomorrow, and widespread 40s and 50s across the region. Rapid City into the low 50s, Pierre in the upper 40s, low 40s for Aberdeen, mid 40s for Sioux Falls, and be slightly warmer in Nebraska, but still low 50s. That's about average for this time of the year. Now, up farther to the north into northeastern South Dakota into Minnesota, we're looking at daytime highs only in the 30s. So that is quite a change there from what we've been seeing and what we're going to be seeing. Now, starting on Saturday, kicking off your weekend, it looks like we're going to have a really nice weekend forecast ahead. Now, the only exception with Saturday is, again, we're dealing with the fire danger concerns, and the wind's going to pick up. We're going to see winds 30 to 45 miles per hour. Across the region, you can see 60s and 70s returning to the forecast, though. So it's an improvement on the weather, at least temperature-wise. Now, as we head into Sunday, we're really going to start warming things up. Have a look at this map. We are looking at widespread 60s and 70s across the region. Mid-70s for Sioux Falls on Sunday. It looks like as of now, our warmest day is going to be on Sunday. And, Rapid City, also warm, mid-70s. Now, you look at Nebraska. and look how warm they're going to be. We're talking 80s down there. And then on Monday, to kick off your work week, we are looking at a continuation of the warm weather. As you can see here, widespread 60s and 70s across the region. And Sioux Falls getting into the mid-70s once again. Now down south into Nebraska, we're talking 80s once again. So a very warm forecast ahead. And then on Tuesday, we're going to see, once again, a really nice warm spring day with widespread 60s and 70s across the region. So a really nice forecast is ahead. We just got to get through, really just get through Saturday, and then we're going to be seeing some really nice weather. I only mentioned Saturday because, again, the wind is going to be picking up, and it's not going to be a very nice day overall. Just a lot of wind on Saturday. Now, heading into the middle part of next week, starting on Wednesday, it looks like we are going to cool down a little bit, and we're going to dip back in temperatures, and we're going to fall into the 40s and 50s for daytime highs, mid-50s for Rapid City, Pierre, and Sioux Falls, and a little bit cooler up north into Aberdeen, upper 40s. Now on Thursday, here's what the map looks like. So again, we are kind of dealing with this temperature roller coaster that we've been seeing for the past, couple of months. And that's pretty typical for this time of the year, to see temperature swings where we see, some days are colder, some days are warmer. That's pretty normal. Now, next Thursday, kind of a continuation of Wednesday's outlook. We're seeing temperatures in the 40s and 50s for daytime highs. So it looks like we're going to be cool today and tomorrow. Then we're going to start to warm back up for your weekend, and then that takes us through Tuesday of next week. We're going to be warm, and then Wednesday and Thursday of next week, we're going to cool it back down. So that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like button and drop a comment down below. We want to hear from you guys. And subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring those notification bells so you don't miss any of our future videos. And also check us out on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well so you don't miss any of our content over there.